Is given that while calculating the profit percentage, a student by mistake calculated it on selling price and he has updated it as 20%. Now we have to find the actual profit percentage. Now, so let the selling price be some 100 units. Now, as the selling price is 100, now cost price will be 83.33, which is obtained by the direct method. Like 120% is 100, then 100% is how much, which will be nothing but 83.33. Now we know the selling price, we know the cost price, and the profit is nothing but 20%. 20% of cost price, which is nothing but 20% of 83.33. So the profit will be 16.66. Now we know the profit, we know the cost price. Now we can find the actual profit percentage. So actual profit percentage is nothing but 16.66 is what percent on 83.33, which is approximately 20%. That is nothing but option A.
Look into the question, critical reasoning. Last year, when BTA Motors announced Employee Provident Fund scheme for its employees, the plan was greeted with apathy, since many organizations in reality default on depositing their employees' earnings in the Provident Fund. However, the same employees who had feared the misuse of their earnings felt relieved when it has become known that the senior most employees have started queuing up for enrolling the PF. Conceding that seniors are prudent enough to judge the organization's motives, such reasoning might well be over-optimistic. However, since senior employees have been known to accept the scheme in a calculated attempt to suppress any unwarranted propaganda against BTA Motors. Now look at the chart. In the argument given, the two bold-faced portions play which of the following roles? A. The first provides evidence support of the main conclusion of the argument. The second states that conclusion. What is the conclusion here? Fundamentally, it is saying that the reasoning of the junior employees is over-optimistic. Here it says senior most employees are queuing up for enrolling for PF. That is the reason why other employees also want to follow that. But in fact, what is happening? Senior most employees, they've started queuing up in a strategic way. They're not doing just because like that. Senior most employees have been known to accept the scheme in a calculated attempt to suppress any unwanted propaganda against BTM. It's not, in fact, supporting the management's view. A. The first provides evidence support of the main conclusion. It is not doing it because the words like however over optimistically rule out that choice. B. The first describes the circumstance that the argument as a whole seeks to explain, and the second gives the explanation that the argument seeks to establish. This is once again not correct. The correct link is the employees, senior most employees are queuing up for a particular reason. And again is saying that they are over optimistic. The view that since the seniors are doing, juniors are also following them. No, it's not right. C. The first describes evidence that has been taken as supporting a conclusion. The second states a contrary conclusion that is the main conclusion of the argument. Again, this is incorrect. There is nothing like contradicting as such. D. The first describes the evidence that has been taken as supporting a conclusion. The second gives a reason for questioning that support. This is right. The best answer here is D. Because it is correctly established in the relation between, look at the sentence once again, senior most employees have started queuing up for enrolling for PF. Why? Senior employees have been known to accept the scheme in a calculated attempt to suppress any unwanted propaganda against BTA Motors. That's it. Therefore, the best answer here is D. Because D is the best option.
Now, the information regarding the books published from 2003 to 2009 in a certain publication house is given. In 2003, it is 125,000 books. And in 2004, 133, and so on in 2009, 175,000 books. Now, he is asking you to find the percentage increase in the number of books published over the years. Now, whenever we see this word over the years, it means the percentage difference in the first year and the last year. Now, we have to find the percentage difference between the first and last year. Now, the number of books published in 2003 are 125,000. Now, the number of books published in 2009 are 175,000. Now we have to find the percentage increase. So the required percentage is nothing but the increase in the books, which is nothing but 175,000 minus 125,000 upon 120,000, because initially it was 125,000. If we simplify, the value will be 40%. That is nothing but option A. Find the total numbers that are greater than 7,000, which are formed by the digits 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The given digits are 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, the numbers greater than 7,000 can be 4-digit or 5-digit, or it may be 6-digit numbers. Now, as the numbers are given as 6. It could be 4 or 5 or 6-digit numbers. Now, first let us see the 4-digit numbers which are greater than 7,000. Now, if it is a 4-digit number and which is greater than 4,000, it cannot be 0 or it cannot be 5 or it cannot be 6. So, it can be filled only by 7 or 8 or 9. That means which can be filled in 3 ways. Now, the remaining are 3 places. These 3 places can be filled by the remaining 5 digits in 5p3 ways. So the total number of ways in which these 4 blanks can be filled is 3 into 5p3 equals to 180. That means there are 180 numbers, 4-digit numbers that are greater than 7,000. Now similarly, let us see for 5-digit numbers 1, 2, 4, 5. Now if we need a 5-digit number greater than 7,000, all the 5-digit numbers will be greater than 7,000. So, but if it is a 5-digit number, the first digit cannot be 0. So, this first place can be filled by remaining 5 digits. And the remaining 4 places can be filled by the remaining 5p4 ways, which is nothing but 5 into 5p4. If we simplify, it is nothing but 600. Now, let us look into 6-digit numbers. Now, all the 6-digit numbers are greater than 7,000, no doubt, but the first digit cannot be 0. So, this first place can be filled by 5 places, and the remaining 5 places can be filled by the remaining 5 digits in 5 factorial ways, which is nothing but 5 into 5 factorial, that is 600. So, the total number of numbers that are greater than 7,000 is nothing but 180 plus 600 plus 600, which is nothing but 1380. That is option D. Now it is given that